Alright, well, we might as well. Just go for it. Roll turn order. We don't have time to deliberate, if that's the case.
Of course, the
All right.
initiative button is under there.
Oh, what the fuck?
Apparently, they
I've
got
never,
to play.
ever seen that before.
Rimmal's leaving with style,
He's
motherfuckers.
leading with stuff. Well, I guess you're that important right now. I've never seen that when we've been playing. I've never seen that. Just never.
Oh,
See,
now
like
you
we're so inferior to that number.
Well, we've well, it's
Alright.
the first time.
That's the first time we have gotten a 100 for initiative. Okay, well.
How
So
small
you have
is
1,000
that
favors
size,
still,
actually?
like from your payment. Are you gonna
Yeah.
use that favor?
Yes and no. So first things
What's
first.
the? How do you not use
Okay.
favor? Besides
When
saving it.
I know. First thing I'm going to. First thing I want to make sure these guys are like in my house. These two are in my house at the moment.
Are they
like?
D100? Are they actually in your house or separate?
Nope, they're separate.
No, they're in like another building.
Okay, so they'll do their own thing. I'm going to head over to the weaponsmith.
Okay. You don't even know, like, so what
Is
gives
Barrett
you the
still-
inkling to head to Epoch?
Doesn't Barrett still have the shield?
Yeah,
Does
I mean,
Where-
you're
yeah,
passing by
Where's
where at too. He has
Oh, okay.
he has the shield. He doesn't know if it's your shield yet.
Okay, let me see. D100 if I notice. Yep, I notice because
It's this
like a
big
massive-
bronze thing on his back. How do you not notice?
Hey, we actually
It's
rolled
small,
D100
but-
for more crazier things. Remember?
True,
So anyway.
true. But I mean,
True.
like, it's just some things are obvious. But all right, whatever. So
Let me actually remove.
it's
the
like
heads,
because sometimes, yeah, you do just beeline straight to your original objective.
Well,
Yeah, so
It's like, all right,
last
ignore
time
it for
I
now.
rolled
We're gonna
D100 to
deal
see
with
if
this
I
right now.
noticed the big beast. So
I come in and I see where at carrying the shield. Like, where at? Why are you still carrying the shield?
It's like, me thought your shield, not mine.
You know what? It actually looks good on you. Think you can carry it and block stuff with it?
And he holds it in front of his hands, or he takes it off of his back and then puts it in front of him. And he's just looking at it, and it's like, not really, no.
All right then, come with me. And I sort of have him follow me
Okay.
if he wants to.
Yeah, he'll do it anyway. He's got nothing better to do.
Yeah, it's sorry, my mouse.
Remember, he's like
moved away.
he's in tree form, so it takes him. Let's see, how long does it take him? It takes him about 3 minutes ish to turn back into a walking behemoth and to start walking with you.
Yep, I'm in the weapons shop now.
Okay. Can he still not fit? Yes, so he's got to stay outside. So he's like crouching down looking through a window. It's like,
Yeah. All right. I come into Epog and I ask him if he knows how to create. How does he feel about his shop? Because like he got this back recently. Remember? 'Cause, like the whole thing.
he's not too, like, he can tell dark things are happening, so he's working harder than he's ever worked before. Like, he's like, when you, let's see, D100, see if you see the inside of the shop. It's like, you can tell that the shop is definitely filled with more weapons than before. There's a lot of tools, there's a lot of weapons, especially, he's gotten more business than he's ever gotten, but you can see it's taking its toll, because there's only one of him.
Oh.
And there's he's got so many people he's got to work for now. He's got all the orcs, he's got all the elves, he's got the humans, he's got all these people he's got to work for now. So, he's overworked.
I ask him. Hold on. Has he made any range weaponry before?
Yes. But most of his ranged weapons are thrown. He's like thrown weapons. He's not a mechanic. He can't make something advanced like a gun.
All right.
If anything, you should have just visited the mechanics. I think they would be more adept at handling fire. I mean, one of them's an explosives expert. The other one is a clockwork mechanic. I think that's the better place to go if you want to upgrade your firearms.
I know, but first, okay. Besides the firearms, yeah, I'm gonna do that next. But first is, how many materials does he have actually?
Do 100. Does he have enough? Not that many. Despite what we've gotten, most of it's been
No,
used already.
I'm asking him. I'm asking like how many materials does he have? Like, can he actually make all the demand that they're asking for?
Another D100. Okay, so like his all of the extra material, there is no extra material. He's used it all, but it's just enough to fit everything. So he can repair, he can get all the weapons ready to go, and everyone's going to be armed and outfitted. But his thought process is, but for how long? Because blades
I
are
asked,
blunted,
yeah. I
blunt
asked
weapons will break, shields will be splintered. It's just that it's endless. You need to have a consistent supply of resources.
Ask where at to roll the massive shield. Could he fit the massive shield into the weapon shop?
No, it's too big. The door's not wide enough,
Right.
or the door's not tall enough, nor wide enough for it to be rolled in.
Ask where
So
at
what is
to
Whereat just
park
trying
it.
to roll it in there? He's like tapping the door frame with it. It's just like square peg round hole.
All right then. How about you put it at the back? Could he take it to the back of the weapon shop, just into the
Okay.
back and like?
Yeah, he can. So
Right.
is that Epog? No. So Whereat just goes around the building around the back in the alley, and he sees that there's another door on the other side, and he rolls it in through the other door. And the other door still not big. It's big enough to put the shield in, but it's not big enough to. So he rolls it in, but it hits the ground with a loud clang.
Well, there's your
Epog just
materials.
looks up and it's like he's questioning. It's like, what are you? He's looking around. He's looking at you, and then he's looking at him. And it's like, what are you guys doing? Just that type of look.
Giving you materials. What else?
Materials. So
Could you appraise? Could you appraise the
cannot
shields?
use.
You can't. What do you mean you can't use? Why can't you use?
Like corrupted, dark energy, dark magic.
God fucking
Cannot
damn
use.
it. All right. Where at? Pull it back out. We're gonna find somewhere else to sell this.
So he's having a hard time pulling it back. Like he got it in there, but he's having a hard time getting it out of there.
I'm gonna help push it.
D100.
There we
So
go.
it's like, you just find out that, it's because you're trying, he's doing a square peg round hole, he's trying to take it out horizontally, and then you just push it vertically. So I was like, that
There you go.
works.
All right. Let's move out. We're gonna go to the. Oh crap! I accidentally pressed the options button. We're gonna go to the mechanic.
To the mechanic. So this is your second action, so then we'll move to Saiyans after this.
All right. So I come up to the mechanic and
Okay.
I bring up the
What are
shield.
they
I
doing?
point to. What are they
They
doing?
are very absorbed in working on the drill. Like they're working in consort. Like well, you don't see Luce immediately until she pops her head out of the inside. And he just says, "All right, gun it," and then he pulls a lever on the side of it, and you see the drill spin up. Let's see, and it seems to be working fine. Like the drill is actually spinning a lot faster than you remember. Like it's high velocity.
Well, Trick, both of them haven't seen the drill before.
Yeah.
Actually, where?
No,
has
she's
seen
just
the drill?
no. Luce has seen the drill. It's her
Yeah,
drill.
I
She
mean-
built it. And
No, they mean-
well, you mean Grimmauld.
Yeah.
So. Oh yeah, true. So okay, so you haven't seen
I'm
it.
a-
Like Whereat
but I'm
knows
a
that
famous-
it's spinning
but I'm a-
faster than Whereat wasn't
but
there
I'm a
either.
famous-
So
He was there at the beginning of at least.
yeah, but he didn't. So but it's not enough for you to know that. So in short, you see the drill spinning at a high speed.
But I'm a famous bounty hunter. You know. I've never seen the drill.
It's like shut it
That's true,
off.
but, yeah.
I said shut it off, and it's like the lever's jammed.
Ah shit.
Okay. And so he's like pulling it, and he's got like both his feet on the side of the hull, and he's just pulling at the lever the other direction, but it's not going anywhere. He's like kicking it and doing everything, it's just not going anywhere. D100.
We're
And you
monsters
just
today.
casually walk up and just the lever has a kind of a squeeze handle on it. So you just squeeze the handle and you just push the lever back up. Just casually. So,
It
and then he
sounds
just
good.
nods at you. It's like, oh yes, yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you.
No problem. And I kind of point to the shield and I'm like, could you appraise that?
It's like, no, it's not my specialty.
You, chick with a wrench. Wrench.
It's like, It's like, why do you want that appraised again?
I don't know. I want to know how much it would cost.
It's like, oh, I don't know.
Ah.
You
All
took it to
right.
the weapons shop, right?
Yeah, yeah. We took it to the weapons shop, and he just said,
Well, you might as well just keep it. I don't know. So like, and then she just pops back in the hatch.
"All right. You know what? We're at next. When our next turn comes up, we're gonna move to the. We should move to the weaponsmith. See if he could like at least make it smaller so that you could use it.
So, and he's like, it's like, me can use, just not want use.
Why not?
It's like dark magic. Not pure, must first purify. Then me consider using it.
All right then. We'll go to a exorcist next turn then. So now it's Sane's turn. I
Okay.
assume.
Sans. D100. Okay, so you were not able to move during all that. Like, remember, last time she had grabbed you and now you were
No.
held on top of her, talons digging into your back. Do you feel the pain? It's a D100. Yes, of course you would. I mean, her talons are digging into your back.
Well,
How far, though? So, pretty far. Like, they're reaching, like, to your bones. And it's making and it's definitely uncomfortable because, I mean, she's scraping chitin against your bones, and it's like, ugh, doesn't feel good. So you
also,
haven't been
could
able to
you?
move. You're in an embrace. Well, you're in kind of an embrace. I mean, you got free arms, but it's still like you can't really move because you're basically like a fly pinned to a wall.
Also, could you please pull out your talons at least a little
She
more?
is asleep. She can't even. She doesn't even realize it.
Wake her up.
Okay, D100.
Please try to wake up.
Okay, so what do you do to wake her up?
There isn't much I can except move my arms, so
Okay.
I'm gonna sort of shake her awake, but not in a bad
I'm
way.
gonna shake her awake.
Not,
It
not
does
really
work.
shake.
Why is your mic slowly creeping down in volume?
That's something my PC does.
Okay.
Oh, well, apparently it was just my voice.
Okay. Well,
my,
so you shake her awake, and she's awake now. And she's like, let's see, is she awake enough to know what's happening? Yeah, so, like, she retracts the claws out of your back. She's got kind of a blank expression. Yeah, your guys are at face level, so she's got a blank expression. I don't know what your expression is. What is your expression?
just I'm just relieved the talons are out of my back.
Yeah.
That's
So
the
you kind of
first thing I
give
feel
that. So
about.
you got just as it's torn out of your back, because it
Yeah.
kind of
Oh,
froze in there. So you hear like ice cracking. It's kind of your body's natural healing mechanism is your body tries to freeze over any wounds, but since there was objects in there, it froze over the objects. So once you ripped it
well.
out, it's like tearing ice.
At least it's better than not healing at all. Such deep wounds.
So that's gonna leave some scars, definitely.
Yeah, well,
Like more so than last time.
a
So
little
now
scar.
from now on, you'll have you basically have a multitude of what looks like a bunch of like somebody just took a bunch of spikes and
Backstabs.
just drove them into your back in a pattern.
Is it really a pattern?
Is it a pretty pattern? That's a D100. Is it a pretty pattern or is it just it's kind of elegant. I mean the lines are always the lines are in the same like cross X pattern. Because that's how she tries to hold you. She holds you in an X. She never just goes straight down. Or if she does, it's like it's not enough to break the skin.
How late is it actually?
Say what?
How late is it
How late is it?
time-wise?
D2. Is it even still night? So it is
Apparently
daytime.
not.
So it's not that. So let's see. Do a D100. See what time of the day it is. Is it the early hours or is it the later? It's the later. So you roll a D6. Oh, it's like 10 o'clock, you lazy bastards. So it's like, so it's pretty
What's
much
lazy
daylight
about
out.
that? The one time we sleep good. Actually, also slept good.
Did she though?
Did
Not
I?
really. I
Well,
mean, she's still got. It's gonna take her a while to recover from all that she's seen and all that she's done.
did I sleep at all? That's maybe the better question.
That's your quiet. That's your D100 then.
Huh,
You
apparently I
slept. I
did.
mean, you're used to it by now. Or you've slept in worse situations than this.
Well,
At least this is you don't have the constant. You have the threat of death, but you don't have the constant threat of death. Like just little bursts here and there, but I mean most of the time you're not always in harm's way.
at least that's a good thing.
Yep.
Um,
So now what? I mean,
so
you're awake, she's awake.
how are we laying in the bed again?
She's on her back. You're on top of her. Because, she dragged you there.
Uh,
Did you do anything? Or did you try to do anything?
Nothing naughty, at least.
Okay, so that's a no. Okay, so. There's a
At least
button
not
for
yet.
that. I don't know why you're not pressing or is it, like, missing?
What?
We don't have AFK or not AFK buttons. What the fuck?
No.
I am losing it.
Everyone. I
Nope.
made them myself.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. we need to actually
we
have
use
these buttons.
Yep.
Do
I
it
didn't even
like a
know. I
slash
wish
me
I
and
wish.
then-
Wish you
do a
did know.
slash me
Son
and
of a
then
bitch.
Well, now you know.
Yeah. It's like
And knowing's half the
wow.
battle.
It's just wow.
Well,
well,
don't be so harsh on yourself. At least you know.
Well, I do
this
because I
time.
mean, like, it never occurred to me that we don't have AFK buttons. All
now
right.
you
Well,
Yep. Now you know.
I am losing my touch.
With technology these days.
Not so much technology, just with Roll20, but
Yeah.
well, yeah, I think the extra added technology is not helping my cause, but yeah, let's just go with it. Anyway, so Sanes again, you show
Back to the
chivalry
weird.
like basically in the face of temptation, so that's a good thing. That's making it. I don't know. Is that giving you brownie points? Of course it is. Why wouldn't it? You're not exploiting a vulnerable female for your own needs. You are being chivalrous at all times.
Because he's sane. He's a
Because
badass.
he's sane.
Good
He's
guy.
not so much a badass. I mean, he's just.
He's a
I think
badass
you're.
good
It's like,
guy,
are you thinking
but-
along the lines of treat people equally?
sort of.
Yeah. So it's like you wouldn't want it happening to you either. Like you wouldn't want if you were in a weak position to be exploited either. That would not be cool, right? Or would you not care?
I already have been exploited, but not
Okay.
in that way.
Yeah, but I mean, if you let's see, is she gonna ask that question? No, she's that's like the like she's not gonna bring that up, not even in the slightest.
You got that going for you, which is nice.
So
But
you guys
both of
have
us
so
are
in a
right
way
now.
you guys have mutual respect for each other.
That's at least a good thing.
Yeah.
And she kind of like flips her like instead of its blade down, now she flips her talons to their side so that the blades aren't digging into your back. And she's like pointing it out. And he's like, that's the second time we've been in the same bed and you haven't done anything. I appreciate it.
Well, I'm not that kind of person.
Okay.
You should know
And she
by now.
smiles. Is like, you're not even a person.
Well, I've been a person for the longest time of my life, so just
And she shrugs. Is like, I guess it's semantics. It's what really defines what a person is.
I've looked human most of the time. As far as I remember, at least. Remembered. So, well, most people call me a person, so...
Yeah.
Unless they
It's
say...
like, so, and she's got that, so you're a person only because everyone else is calling you a person. It's not because you think you're a person.
I think I'm a monster, so... It doesn't really fit with the person thing.
Just kind of like playing with your brain a little bit. It's like, but, who told you that? So you learn that from somebody. You don't know that yourself.
What did I learn from someone?
That being a person, that's like you're a person because somebody else said you were a person, or you're a person because you believe it, but where did you get that belief from?
I don't believe it. I say I'm a monster, so...
So you say you're a person, but again, it's like, where's the assertion coming from? It's coming from knowledge, or whatever, like internal.
It's just a habit that I had to do to kind of blend in.
Okay. And so she kind of like, she leans in and it's like, you do realize, I'm designed to kill dragons, which means I'm also designed to outsmart them.
Oh.
Like that as much, but... Well, I should outsmart dragons too, so... Well, that's something we have in common then.
So she kind of just laughs and she flips her talons out from under your back and onto your chest and she just pushes you off. It's like, get off me. But she's doing it in like a playful way.
Wait, am I prepared for that?
D100.
Let's see. Apparently not.
No, not so much. I mean, it happens so swiftly, but you're not like sprawling on the ground. The bed's big enough. In fact, Estrio apparently expects things to happen between people in his rooms because all of his rooms have king size.
Because Diusa, wink wink.
Plus, I mean, like you're probably you have no competition out here. So if your stuff's not the best, it's either you get customers or you don't out here. So he wants the best facilities he can get because if he doesn't, then he's no customers, no gold, no gold. There goes the tavern. So
well, at least
he puts all of his pride and soul into this place. So it's probably going to be devastating if it ever gets destroyed.
Oh no! The Great Fire of 1701 took down.
Yeah, he
one
got
building.
lucky. I mean, it's like it seems his bar seems inviolable, almost like sacred ground. Most of every other building around it has been burnt down at least once, except for the bar. Well, I mean, the only thing that's really happened is he's accidentally destroyed his own cellar with an explosive charge. His own explosive charge.
But at least it wasn't like.
At least he was able to fix that.
Yeah.
Well, but I'm not on the ground.
I think it's like the building doesn't fall, but the insides get gutted all the time. I mean, like his shit gets broken all the time. Chairs, tables, bar, everything.
Well, at least the building still
His
stands.
windows.
It's like a relic. It's like an old relic that's still alive.
Yeah, the building is, but I mean, like the windows and stuff have been broken so many times.
Yeah, that's the point. It's like it's lived for so long. It's sort of damaged, but it's still like.
So it's and like before you guys can even act, you guys hear there's orcs like conversing downstairs. You hear like their laughter.
Well,
Freaking orcs, man.
my first reaction of her pushing me off is like, oh, come on, I was enjoying that.
Okay. It's like you were enjoying. Since she starts poking you on the chest with one of her talons. It's like you were enjoying that too much.
It's not like you haven't done that before, laying on top of me.
It's like you're wrong in that.
Nah, well, you pulled me on top of you, so.
Yeah. It's like very true, very true. So let's see.
You feeling better?
So, yeah, she does. She feels a lot better. I mean, like her head's not as. It's still. She's had time to rest, and she has had time to really take in everything that's happened.
If it's 10, well, probably.
Say what?
If it's 10 o'clock, then probably.
Okay. Yeah, like you guys are well rested. You've actually had time to sleep, where unlike you literally went days without really resting. Like not really resting. Like you took a quick rest here, a quick rest there, but most of the time it was just go to sleep, wake up a few hours later, and then go back to it. This is a time like you fell asleep and you've been asleep for a good couple hours. Like a full night's rest compared to just I need to be constantly vigilant or else, if I sleep too hard, next thing you know, I'm gonna end up I'm not even gonna wake up. I'm gonna be killed in my sleep. So that's what you were worrying about when you were out there.
That's what you had to worry about.
Yeah, compared to this, which is, you're surrounded by orcs, you're surrounded by people who are going to protect you, and you can rest easy without having to worry about death.
Rest easy in a way.
So
If Oso hadn't noticed I wasn't this way and not the way they told her, then he would have probably killed me.
that depends. I mean, like, you don't really know, like, fully if that was the case, but you can only suppose.
Probably. I'm supposing she would have done that, but not in character.
Yeah, but I mean, it didn't really happen, so. Moving on. We gotta not do the out of character thing as much. I mean, you gotta live your character, man. You gotta live.
No, I know that. I'm just some things my
you gotta
character
live your character.
think so.
It's like that's what I always try to push towards. It's like you're not Stermon. You are Saiyans. You are in this moment you are Saiyans.
Indeed, I am.
Just like in this moment, Barbecue is Grimmauld, and I'm Werat. So, live them. Don't just be them. I think it's one of the things that makes roleplay a little more interesting. Is you live your characters. You're not just playing a character.
You live them.
Yeah, you live them.
You live them.
And you create them,
you
and you put them through battle and all the trials and stuff, and you get better with them and such.
At that
if
point,
they die,
and if you die, you lose a part of yourself. But you will never forget. You'll always remember. Like I still remember. Oleg. My first character who ended up being a sleeper agent.
Was that a
you never
D100
forget.
roll? Or...
Say what?
Was that a D100 roll when you had to? Because that's
when
what
you got
confused
killed.
me.
Yeah, that was D100. No, it was really D100, and because nobody rose up in his age.
No, D100 to see if he was a sleeper agent or not.
Oh, that was a D100. That was really just I was rolling if there would be repercussions for one of our own killing one of our own, and there wasn't, because he already had a plan in mind.
Yeah,
and it was all part of it. It was literally all part of the plan. So
Dodo was pretty smart, actually.
Of course he was. Smart, too smart for his own good. I mean, like. He got to well, that's you're always going to encounter those characters who's like literally they plan out every minute detail.
Fuck.
There was this one time he told me a story of how you allowed him to strip like all the car parts and everything on a planet, and then he's like, okay, I build it, and he's like, what did you build? And he's like, it's a hadron collider.
Yeah. He can build pretty much. I mean, that was his specialty. He could build anything out of anything. He just needed the materials. And we still have that asset. I mean, we still have. He pretty much still can do that. Like you saw, when we crashed, he was just casually he just walked out of his workshop because it was still intact, and he just went, oh,
of course,
then he just casually walked around and fixed things. He didn't really it was more of an inconvenience to him than it's like, all right, I guess I'm gonna have to do something now.
Yeah. The lights
anyway,
back to it wasn't like anything show. Yeah, back to hospitality. Yeah. Next week we'll do warbands, but hospitality now.
No, we're not doing the warbands next week. We're gonna have 2 more weeks, and then we're going back to warbands.
Okay, so now it's hospitality.
Pay attention to time frame.
Okay.
You were losing this. Has exams destroyed your brain that much?
I'm fine.
Your brain is being lost to us.
Going back to hospitality.
Yeah.
So
we're still on Saiyans because he has one more action. Besides what just happened, what else are you gonna do?
I was planning on acting a little bit further in on that, so
okay.
Before doing anything else, so I'm next to her on the bed right now.
Mm-hmm.
She's still laying on the bed. That's maybe a better question. No. Alright.
Gonna piece together the scene.
What?
So you're trying to piece together the scene in your mind.
Somewhat.
Okay.
I just roll to the side that she's laying on with my face to there. So I can
Face to where?
to her, so
Oh,
I can
to
speak
her.
to her
Okay.
without looking to the ceiling or to the other side,
Okay.
or even the pillow, or
I don't know. Let's see.
so.
Nah, she's like looking at you, like Despite her pushing you, despite her pushing you off, she's still looking at you.
Probably. um.
So it's like if I haven't had to piece these together, you're just sitting there quietly. He's like, you both have, like she's got a grin on. Your face is usually blank, like you don't really show
Yeah,
a lot of
well,
emotion.
I'm smiling.
So
So.
you have a smile too. So you're both smiling at each other. Neither of you are saying a thing. Because I
Now
guess you don't know what to
kiss.
say. She doesn't know what to say. So.
Now kiss, and it's like an invisible force is like pushing their heads together to make them kiss.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. So, well, let's see. It's
I was no, I
no
was joking. I was
interruptions, so
joking.
no one's just gonna barge in.
An orc barges in, and he's like, "Hey!"
Yeah, no
Alcohol.
orcs. Like these rooms are relatively private. He's gonna Estrio makes sure that they have locks, and if they do get busted down, he tries to heavily fine whoever did it. It's like these aren't cheap. Putting a lock on a door is not as cheap as you think, especially since metal is in a deficit right now.
All right, so we're just laying there looking at you.
Keep an eye on the time, barbecue.
What
um,
picking on time? Oh yeah, I'm just checking my stuff.
Okay.
at that point, I
Let's
just
see.
You just what?
ask her. At that point, I just ask her something.
What are you asking?
But what do I ask?
Are you just rolling this to yourself?
No, I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Right now it's
I'm asking her, would you like to team up to bring down our creators?
And she's just kind of like, isn't that what we're doing already?
No, we're not fighting black dragons. Yet, at least.
We're not. Wait, you're not fighting like dragons?
Black
Oh, black
dragons.
dragons? And she just kind of laughs. It's like, it's not like they're just gonna show their faces. Black dragons don't work like that.
I know that. I've seen them work, so...
It's like, and it's like they're not gonna go into a straight fight. And you're gonna be spending a lot of extra time just trying to find them.
I'm not actively looking for them yet, so... Just hoping of bumping into them.
Yeah. It's like, and she just laughs even harder. It's like, you don't just bump into them. They plan these things out. You're not just gonna just wander around and next thing you know there's black dragons. No, they'll catch you at a vulnerable moment.
Yeah, right, they did. They didn't catch us at a vulnerable moment. We caught them
Yeah,
at a
so it's like,
vulnerable moment.
so she kind of points out, and it's like, and you saw what they can do so far. You've seen what they're capable of and the atrocities they can do. If they do catch you, just know that they probably have worse in store for you.
Well, the one that locked my memories away is dead. For a fact.
It's like she smiles, is like, are you sure?
Well, as far as I know, he's dead. And Tiamat's probably gonna keep it that way.
Okay. It's like, elder dragons. I
Yes.
have my doubts, but I guess we'll see what happens.
Well, indeed we'll see.
She believes she does know enough about elder dragons. Like she kind of believes it, but she hasn't seen it herself. So
Well,
she believes in it, but it's like I've never seen an elder dragon myself, so I have no idea if what you're saying is lies, bullshit, or actual truth.
Why would he lie to her?
That's exactly the point. It's like she's always ready for what if he does decide to lie.
Just
It's
in
not like
case.
she could tell, so she's skeptical about everything he says.
Interesting.
What do you think of me? That's the next question that comes out of me.
It's like I don't know yet. Still deciding.
Still deciding. After how long? How many days
It's
together?
like it's only been like a week.
Still. You should have some sort of thought on me. No?
It's like, well, I've decided not to kill you. I think that's a good enough for a week's worth of thought.
Well, that was the thing you did at the first moment you met me, so...
Okay. Yeah, but at least now it's permanent. It's, she's not trying to actively kill you. Nor is she thinking
Well,
about it. So it's like that's
a good thing, I
but
think.
again, remember what happened when she did. It's like it invited all the other dark thoughts into her mind. When that's not her primary focus, she has to think about the other things that she's doing. And so yeah, mental breakdown. So now she has to deal with that demon.
Why mental? Like because she's thinking so much of other stuff.
Because she was single focused. Their single focus was to
Ah.
kill Saiyans. And now that she doesn't have that focus anymore, now she has to think about everything else she's doing. And so now that's where the guilt and stuff comes in. They don't make killers without a conscience. Right?
Well,
The only thing that makes them kill effectively is they get a single target, a single focus, and
that's true.
they're brainwashed into what that target is. And then once they find out either it's a lie or something, the illusion breaks.
Well,
I was the bad guy all along.
Pretty much, that's how she feels.
Aw, that's
well,
sad,
actually, no,
man.
she feels more like a pawn.
What was
That
she, what did
makes
they
her
actually
angry.
tell her about Saiyans? Another thing. How did they portray Saiyans to her? Like what kind
Well, I
of?
the
mean,
worst possible-
they already asked, and she already told you that, you took the oath willingly that you would do such a thing, and you betrayed that oath. Killed your own kin, and then you fled.
I killed my own kin at the bird, so...
Yeah. So, yeah, and that's the
Before I
point. It's
even
like it
fled.
was all a lie.
Indeed it was. But back to me and Oso in the bed.
Okay.
What was I going to say? Fuck, now I lost it.
And then she's like, although she just threw you off, then she like leans, she like gets on top of you. It's like, why? Do you want this to go further or something? And she's like scratching at the top of your armor in a playful manner. It's like, why? It's just, it's like I didn't know you were that type of person. And she's being sarcastic. It's like, I've met a lot of people in my life, but never have I met a dragon that believed in interspecies.
Well, I haven't had any teaching in dragons, so...
It's like
Why the hell
it's
not?
like that doesn't mean anything.
I don't know how the kin acts.
Okay.
Dragon kin acts. I don't know anything about them. Except
And
what
like
I've
she
seen
like
in my
she
movies.
casually rolled onto you, and then she casually rolls off of you onto her feet, onto the side. It's like, well, maybe I can teach you a thing or two about dragons, but not right now. It's like, first,
Sure.
I need something to eat. So she just goes she beelines straight for the door.
Starts hunting rabbits again.
I don't know, is that what
Well.
does she go hunting? Yeah, so whatever's around. So does she she doesn't do the same trick as last time. Like she actually goes out the front door. So does she make a left or a right? She does make a left. So she went to like the shower.
I follow her.
Because remember, I mean,
they haven't
they haven't had time to really rinse off like the blood and anything. You went straight to sleep. Is she like? No, she's been like. What you probably have noticed is that she's been covered in gore like the whole trip. She hasn't really washed it off.
I follow her until the door, and then I see her leave for the shower, and I don't follow her. I just
Okay.
go downstairs.
So
to
you
talk
just
to them.
shrug and just
Yes,
go. You see a bunch of orcs having a good time downstairs. A couple of them arm wrestling. A couple of them like just talking about things. Do you eavesdrop on any of their conversation?
No.
Okay, so you don't
Just
care what
maybe
they're
the
saying.
ones, maybe these two, but that's it.
Okay.
If they are.
And so the
even
orc
having a
chieftain immediately
conversation.
they part for you so you can get a position.
The
Alright.
orcs are being. I take back the racist orc thing. They seem to be polite.
Yeah. I mean, they gotta be. It's one of those. You do it or you die. Because if they're not polite, remember they were arrogant before this. They thought they were superior, just like the elves. That's the long-standing
always
problem. Is they
thinks
both
that.
had pride. They both thought they were superior. They both thought they owned the forest, and then they were both proven wrong.
Yep.
That's that because that hatred for each other just made them vulnerable to more outside forces.
Of course
At
it
that
did.
point,
Yeah. So
Because
now
they-
they're definitely more humble than they were because they realize, without friends or allies, you're dead in this land. So he's like
Yep.
they notice you. They both did like a head bow. They give you a spot, and then the orc chieftain just does a heavy hand on your back. D100. Let's see. You like sprawl into the. Okay, so you're getting used to him doing that, like the whole. It's a sign of respect where he just slaps you on the back. It's like, hey, you're awake.
Hey!
uh,
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope we didn't make too much noise, but I bet we did.
You only
You
just
probably
woke
didn't
up,
notice.
All the orcs start laughing.
So
together.
does he make like a? See, yeah, he makes an inappropriate joke. It's like, I bet you and your lady friend were getting to know each other a little more.
All the orcs start laughing
Do they?
raucously.
Yeah, that's like the orcs are listening in around. It's like ah.
That sounds really. When you
Just
make that
like-
laugh, it sounds evil for some reason.
Yeah, yeah. It's got that. It's
I
got
just-
that kind of evil laugh, like they're laughing at his expense.
Yeah.
I just sigh and say like, why does everyone keep thinking that I am
It's
that
like,
sort
because
of
you're
guy?
a fool not to. But I guess you're. And it's like, I guess you. So he like hits you on the back again. Do another D100.
Watch me fail this one.
Yep. So
Yep.
this time it's like it's with the same force, but you weren't expecting it. So you're like knocked forward a little bit, like onto the bar, and then you right yourself. It's like but you have no more nobility than we let you on. So I bet you probably didn't do that. You treat her with more respect than probably the rest of us.
The orcs feel
And so
ashamed.
and Estrio's behind the bar. It's like, are you kidding? I don't think this man knows how to handle a lady. Or
All the
dragon,
orcs
you're
raucously
whatever
laugh
you are.
yet
I don't know
again.
what you are. Dragon?
All the orcs begin. All the orcs begin raucously
Well.
laughing yet again.
Yeah, are they doing? Yeah, they
think
are.
so.
It's like because like all eyes on the all eyes are on you because in essence you are a champion of their people, so all eyes are on you. So they're having their conversations, but they're also tuning into what's being said at the main bar.
I'm just asking Esther at that point, like, could I get a meal for me and for Oso?
Of course. It's like, and he keeps saying, it's like, you don't make me repeat myself. You know what I keep saying all the time. You do know what I mean, correct?
Not really.
And it's like, well, I'm going to say it one more time. Look who you're talking to.
Yeah, well, shouldn't expect less, but I mean, I can still ask.
Of course, you're going to have to pay for that because
Yeah.
food stocks are running a little. Let's see, low price, high price. Low price. So
For
well,
you,
not that
low
much.
price.
So it's 2 each. So you need 4 favor. Pretty light.
Minus
So,
4.
pretty cheap.
I still have enough favor to do so well.
Yeah.
So now I have 2 meals for
What
me.
exactly? It's like, what did you have in mind for meal?
Also. Something meat-like.
Something meat-like.
Yeah. Oso would probably like meat, so
And the orc chieftain just breaks in. It's like, I bet she would.
all the orcs laugh more
Yeah.
raucously than ever.
I mean, yeah, there's this. No, but you could tell it's a little like, it's like, oh, hope he's not going too far with that.
Some of them are like silent. They're like, oh.
Yeah, no, they're doing
wait.
the ruckus laugh, but you can tell it's not as ruckus
No,
this time. It's like they're cautious, a little cautious.
they
They want to piss this guy off.
want to. They don't want to piss a dragon off.
Yeah.
well, they've seen what I did, so
Yeah. It's like, but you do all this in the private rooms. You're not exactly being public with your privates.
indeed I am not. I'd rather keep it that way.
Like, yes, yes, very true. Well,
Oh.
so
Well.
Estrio, he went to the cellar and got whatever. Roll a d3. So you got a moderately sized meal. So it's like let's see, what animals do you find normally in a desert?
Rabbits. Not rabbits, but actually like desert. Either desert foxes, camels, and snakes.
None of those. So keep going.
Okay. What
Think
else?
imaginary. Think a little bit more outlandish.
A unicorn.
Too
You know,
outlandish.
a a sand turtle,
No.
An
a
elephant.
a coyote,
That's coyote. Not coyote. We're not going with
Elephant.
elephant. You're not gonna find elephants out in the desert.
a giraffe.
Okay, so yeah, we'll go with that. So he takes out what
Giraffe
looks like, oh look, it's Annabelle.
Hey.
So he takes out what looks like a platter of, like it's this big haunch of meat, and it's like it looks like a few ribs of some animal. And he just, it's
User
probably,
joined your
if I
channel.
had to guess, twice the length of the table. So like he has to back up in order to plop this massive thing on the table.
Well,
And it's steaming and it smells really nice. And it's like, just be sure to share that. We don't have many of those.
well, I'm definitely gonna share it with Oso, so I'm not
So
eating
he's,
it alone.
So and like he's saying, as he's saying share that, he's already got he's got some of the meat in his hand. He's eating it.
Well, I just got off what I need for me and Oso and then head back upstairs.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Well, also is well before actually D100. Let's see, are you already on the move before she? Yeah, so you're on the move. So she's back in the room. Like she just freshened herself up. She's not covered in blood anymore. That's good.
Yeah, well,
So you come back with food, and she just goes for it like it's oh nice, and then she just grabs her portion and just starts eating it.
well, I thought you might be hungry, so.
And she's got her mouth full. And it's like, so what did you guys talk about?
They keep thinking you and me are
Are they
doing stuff in
Are
here.
you? Hold on. Before you say anything, are you guys separated from the rest of the group? From the
Yeah, they're
orcs?
back
Like,
in the
are you
room.
honest? Okay. So yeah.
So he's like, well, are we?
We are, but we aren't doing those kind of things.
It's like, well, then they're just rumors then.
Yeah, I know.
So what's her opinion? It's like, oh, let them have their fun. I mean, you need to think of something besides the horror.
True. I'm not, well, I'm saying it isn't, but they still don't believe me, so.
Okay.
Well.
And it's like, oh, and why do you think that is?
One, probably because they have seen you sleeping on my chest.
Like, yeah, not so much that. It's more of, we're always next to each other. We're always together. Assumptions.
Yeah, well, you're actually the first friend I've made so far.
It's like, oh, so nice.
Well,
So you've acknowledged that she's your friend, and like you can just see the glow, the glow of joy and happiness.
well, remember before we left, we made a promise that we would at least leave this as friends.
Yeah, but it's very different that I make a promise and then you simply keep the promise.
Yeah, well, I try to keep my promises, most of them at least. Except kind of murdering entire races.
Okay.
Like what the black
She was
dragons
like, and she cocks an eyebrow. It's like, where'd that come from? I was just talking about friendship, and then you come about murdering other races.
Well, that's just no.
Friendship is genocide.
Friendship is genocide. Jesus.
My first.
Well, we
reaction
are
to
murder
that's like-
hobos, so it does make sense that that is our profession.
Wait,
Well,
are we murder hobo?
Well,
Actually,
kinda.
yeah,
No, we're not really. We don't class as murder hobos because we have safe haven.
And we don't kill everything we see, so
Yeah, we
I guess
actually
that's
do
also-
think some of this stuff through.
yeah.
My first
Still,
reaction
though,
to that, well,
though,
my
if it
first
comes up
reaction to
to
that is like,
yeah, on
did I
occasion.
really
Still,
say that out loud?
I don't know. What? What,
My
the killing,
first
what's
reaction.
killing, the genociding? Well, apparently
Yeah.
she already knew about it, so.
Oh fuck.
Yep,
She have
so.
does she have
And
telepathy?
she smiles at you and she's rubbing some of the meat juice off on whatever cloth you have on your body. It's like, you really need to not think out loud.
Well, it just, yeah, well, it just flopped out like, well, meh. Well, now we know.
Okay. So, moving on to where at. Just,
We're trying to we're trying to purify the shield, and now that Annabelle's here, Annabelle,
don't have a lot
purify
of
this
time, so we're gonna
Yeah.
have to make this the last round.
I got like
we don't.
I got 45 minutes. Actually, yeah. Actually, not even. I
Time
have
is
like
limited.
30 minutes, and then I have to go. So yeah.
I have
let's-
45.
Time is limited.
Yep.
Anyway, so where at? So you thought Annabelle, like that's your suggestion.
Yeah. Annabelle knows how to.
What do I
She
think?
might purify it. What
It's
do
like,
you think?
I just shrug and it's like, worth shot.
Okay.
So
Just
he
drop
just starts trundling along. I mean, just
Drag my character with yours, cause I'm zipping a bag.
lazy.
I'm
Nah,
zipping
he's
with
not
a bag.
lazy. You're doing something else. I'm just being a smart ass.
Okay.
So,
All right. Where is Annabelle?
so there's
She's-
Annabelle. We're over here. I'll just drag all your cameras here. Whoop.
Yep.
And then there's Squirtle. Are we gonna say hi to Squirtle?
Come up to him, pet him, and then go inside. Barge through the door like Annabelle.
No, he kind of looks at you and he's just.
Nothing.
But he's
big
got
guy.
kind of a sad look on him because Annabelle hasn't come out and he's been alone and he's on his own. Everybody avoids him.
Want to keep him
He's kind of an
company where-
abomination. So
Want to keep him company where at? I don't know if this building is like big enough for you anyways.
yeah, he's going to because he can't fit.
Yeah.
Can you
So
even
stay
fit
up.
the shield in the building? Okay, so you can. So you're gonna
I can
have
roll-
to two-hand that and just like roll it there.
Yeah. Roll inside, barge through Annabelle's door like Annabelle.
Mhm.
Purify. We need an
No,
exorcist.
you have to roll the shield in there because it's
Yeah,
too
I'm
large
rolling.
for you to carry
I know I'm not carrying it. I'm like rolling it through her door.
through her door.
Coming in,
Does
I'm
it
like,
break the door? D100.
no,
So, no,
it doesn't.
So you just open the door. Like you're not about to vandalize people's stuff. You just open the door and just roll it in.
Could it be like it just opens because the door was unlocked? So.
Yeah, it is unlocked. That's how you're able to open it.
Okay, so
Okay.
door's unlocked.
So
rush in
Annabelle,
there,
or what are you
roll-
doing when he basically barges in?
Probably sleeping.
Okay, so you're asleep and he just says Annabelle, and does that wake you up or are you still asleep? D100.
she sort of like sits up. Is like morning, afternoon. Wait,
Okay.
what time is it?
It's like let's see, did time pass? No, so it's still around 10 a.m., 10:30ish.
I kind of point to the shield and I'm like, we need sorry for barging in, but yeah, we need an exorcist.
She's not an exorcist though. She's master of the occult.
Master, alright, whatever. Just, we know that you know weird.
So it's
We know that
basically
you know-
where Grimald's ignorant to magic, and he doesn't know the fine nuances of magic.
You know what dark magic and shit like that is,
Yeah,
so we need your.
He's just taking it to people, wondering if they know what they're talking about. Annabelle,
Wait,
D100. Do you actually know what he's talking about? No. So you're in. You just woke up, so you don't exactly know. It's like, what are you talking about?
Wait, so what?
Point
What
to
do you
shield.
want about? If you want an exorcist, ask Danny. I mean,
Point to the
Dogma.
shield. I'm like, shield, cursed, you purify. Right?
Can you?
Oh, maybe.
D100.
It's usually where it goes. Okay, so
Yeah.
you can purify it. So, and this kind of goes with what we were discussing. Is D100 again? I want to see if I can actually tell you this or not. No, I can't. Okay, so you're walking a very specific path, and when you start to realize what that path is, it'll unlock for you. Because currently you're on the path of the martyr. So, and eventually that path will evolve. But it's just self-realization. It's now that you made peace with yourself, now you must go beyond that.
Okay, so purification.
Yes.
I try and do it the easy way by just, I don't know, touching it or something.
Okay. See if you have to do that. Nope, the easy way is not going to work. So you're
Well,
just trying to drive out the occult, but you can't. Yeah, what's up?
I might need a ritual for this.
What do you need?
I don't know, big amount or small amount of stuff. Lots and lots of stuff.
Well, Trig, this better not cost me a penny. This better not. You're back, Trig?
No, just wait till
Oh.
he actually is back.
Yeah, alright. Still though, like, what are you gonna need? Like, candles? Lots and lots of candles. They're surrounding you and surrounding the shield, and it's like, oh. Oh, hey, dark corruption, oh.
Well,
You
I think
don't know much about magic, do you?
No. And frankly, my lady, I don't care.
well, I think the bat sheep, what we were speaking about earlier, came up yesterday already in yesterday's session.
What did we say about the shield again? Sorry. Oh, crap.
We're just going to pick her up from the same spot as usual. From the green zone.
Wait, what?
I have to
What
define the
happened?
plan. Okay, what happened?
Well, apparently she needs lots and lots of stuff in order to make a ritual to remove the whatever corruption is within the
100.
shield. Yeah, he already did.
No, okay. When she means lots of stuff, she means like this is a. She's not just gonna need materials. She's gonna need people. You need more people. Like so, this shield was in the hands of a demonic foe, or at least that's what you're assuming. Some dark foe, and so it's very heavily imbued with dark magic. So you're gonna need do a D100, and then we'll see where that goes. Here comes the pain. Oh, you got lucky. so Annabelle,
Alright,
do a D2. Okay, so to perform said ritual, you would need at least 2 more people who are like close enough to the occult. 2 more magicians. So ideally, I mean, what's the easiest people you can go for?
Toch mijn Leusa.
And
No.
Ekra. Ekra.
Pay.
Hey, yeah, pay Ekra.
Yeah, that's pay, but that's 1. But think deeper. Think who you've worked with recently.
Prove.
No, he's a chronomage.
The shamans?
There you go. It's the shamans.
Shamans.
There
Yeah.
are 5 shamans you could enlist to do such a thing. There's such a thing.
Alright then. I'm gonna go find them.
They're right there. They're with Pei in the
Oh.
courtyard.
Alright. Has Pei actually deciphered that thing? Isn't
Yeah,
where
she's
I-
had it for a while. We just haven't visited her.
Okay, well, Whereat's got that chance
Well,
now.
hold up. No, before you go, Whereat's gonna So you guys already went over it? Like you already went over. Okay, I'm gonna need this. Like Annabelle, you already went over. All right, we need this much for this ritual.
I assume.
Yeah. So you went over that with Grimwall. That you need more people to purify this because this is something close to the occult. This is very dark magic, and you can't do it alone. You wouldn't want to do it alone because that's a higher risk. So more people equals less chance of you dying or others dying. And then Whereat busts in saying, visit Court Wizard. She also do project, remember? Necro project. Maybe she know more.
Alright then, let's go already.
Okay, so
I have the shield propped up
So
against
Annabelle,
her.
what do you say to the squirrel? Like you could tell that he's ecstatic that you're back. Is he so he's got he immediately gets once you're on his back, he gets up and he's sort of hopping a little bit.
Come on, boy. We have to go see someone.
Okay. And he's quite like he's giving you a questioning look. It's like, where are we going? Just
Follow those two.
okay, so follow them. And he doesn't follow him, he kind of nudges Grimwall and puts him on his back.
Oh.
So you guys are walking, and then all of a sudden you just feel yourself getting lifted off the ground.
Wait, what?
As for where at, he's just gonna push.
The thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's excited, so like, "Arr!" So he's like pushing where at, like towards the trolls and stuff.
You know, I'm starting to like this guy.
Okay. And then he just stops there and he's like, "Arr!" He doesn't know where he's going. So Annabelle, where do you guide him from there? So Troik's at the front, and he's just walking casually along, and he's drinking like a drink out of a cup, and then he sees that, and then he keeps walking like a little faster towards the other way to get out of the way before it goes by. So he does like a sideways glance, and it's like, no, and then he starts walking faster.
Up and to the right. Square.
Like, "Arr!" And then he's just pushing where at along.
He's
So
pushing.
Whereat's trying to keep pace foot-wise, but I mean he's like having a hard time because he's getting pushed really fast. The guards have to like dive out of the way. It's like, oh what? Then he stops at the shamans, and then what? How does my character do? He can hold his own. Like he's like standing there, and he turns around. It's like, ugh, strange creature.
Strange creature, indeed. And I slide off, like, down there.
Okay. Are you sliding? There you go.
Yeah, I
And
slid
so you
off
both get
there.
off.
He's just a puppy.
Yeah, and he's got kind of those. He's always got that. Like as soon as you guys leave him, it's like, don't go. He's got that look all the
Aw.
time.
You can peek your head in if you
Yeah.
can.
No, your guys are outside because the shamans are outside.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so
I pet him.
the shamans have been waiting for you. Actually,
That been what?
they said they've been waiting for you. It's like, yes, we knew you'd show up here eventually. We've been talking with the spirits. You have this item of corruption that you wish to have cleansed. Are we correct?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's like, so he says, well, bring it forth. We'll take a look.
I think where at probably has it because I dragged it out.
Hay is gonna stay within. Like, you're gonna have to go see her on your own accord.
Yeah, where has it? I don't know. I don't think Grimal has any business with Bay, so it's either Grimal
Of
or
course he
Annabelle.
does. I mean, he's got us to. Oh, if Grinmall has business with Pay, isn't he not curious about the whole necromancer thing?
He just wants to cure the shield so that he can find somewhere to sell it for
Okay,
big
whatever.
money.
So he's like single track mind. He doesn't care about the whole necromancer thing and any more
No,
information
he's like
gathering.
first
He's
he
out for
wants
the
to.
pay.
First thing he wants to get the thing done to get the pay, and then he'll go figure out.
Yeah,
about the
he's.
necromancer.
But I mean, you might as well do it while you're here. I mean, you're already here. Just you can get paid later. It's like just why would you
Yeah.
travel more than you have?
All right, you're right. We'll just we'll purify it first, and then we'll check out with pay.
Yeah, and then you can go sell it. Because it's like,
Yeah.
why would you basically cross town to go sell it and then come back here and maybe that information can't be repeated?
Yeah, so
So risque.
pretty much.
All right, so what do the shamans say? It's like it can be done. Just we'll need time to focus.
How long?
It's D100.
This is how many
So,
years?
about a moderate amount of time, not that long. Like they're gonna do it in front of your eyes. So you're gonna put the shield in the center, and then they're guiding you. It's like, my lady, please stand over there. So you're standing right, like in the right spot, and you've completed the diamond, in a way.
Oh, it's a diamond.
It's like,
I just
so
think
so
that's
he
so
just
awesome.
closes, like he's sitting down and he's got like an incense burning in one hand, and it's like, you must quiet your mind and simply listen.
I quiet my mind and simply listen.
And so he goes, like the troll shamans each say a word, like words, like spirits of nature, we call upon you. Free this of corruption. And then another shaman jumps in. It's like, spirits, we call for your guidance. Guide us to the path of salvation. Like spirits and ancestors, we call upon you. Lead us to the promised land. And so it just goes around in a circle until it reaches you. So,
Do I know what to say?
D100. Okay,
Yep.
so you call upon the spirits as well, you know. But what are you calling them to do?
Cleanse it with their power?
Okay. So spirits share your power and cleanse the land, cleanse this item. So you just went super specific.
I guess.
Then he just tosses the incense in the center, where the shield is. How does it work? Oh, that's not good. So
Oh no.
We summon
so
a
it touches
demon!
the shield, and then you just see horrible black magic just start spilling out of it.
It was like,
What do you hear? You hear wicked laughter. Ah, fools. No, it's not. It's not blackness like that. Well, I mean, that's what you would see. You'd see a horrible black cloud of darkness. But what would be in the center of that is one of these.
oh no. Oh no.
Fools. I thank you for releasing me from my prison. You don't know how long it's been since I've tasted freedom.
I stab at him.
Hold on.
D100.
Is
See if you have enough time to actually do an action before it can rise. You can.
Yeah.
So you're gonna try and stab it immediately.
never miss, so it has to roll its defenses or
Class.
something.
It's got cloth armor / takes double. So
Wrong button.
so. Okay.
I attack it
so,
twice.
hold on, I'm trying to analyze this. So you can strike. You're gonna strike twice. You basically kill it on sight. Like you just slash it twice, and it dies before it can even fully get up.
It's like a
Fools,
demon.
Fools, I am a demon.
That's like you. So it just went. So it's dead, and its body just disintegrates. So and then the shamans are like amazed. It's like they're just all just. Some of them are blind, some of them are not, but they're looking at you. It's like what?
I hate
The
those
spirits.
things.
The spirits have given you power.
Okay. No, they're not that crazy.
Okay.
So it's like so the troll shaman's like kind of giving a nod. It's and he's got a crooked smile. It's like, you know, it's not many that are given the power to smite darkness.
All right. Is it purified? Ramon just pokes
It's
his
like,
head out.
and he's looking at you. It's like, did not the demon be slayed and disintegrated? Touch
Yeah,
it
I'll take-
yourself.
I'll take that as a yes.
So
Grab
do you,
the shield
so
and
do you
start-
pick it up?
Yeah, picks it up.
You can
starts-
feel that it's like there's no dark presence. It feels whole again. It feels like this shield is something you could wield. You don't feel like
wait.
it's trying to kill you or it's still gonna turn on you. You feel like this is a piece of equipment now.
It's still heavy though, right? Hold on.
Of course it
Can
is.
I
I mean,
actually-
the
can I
weight
still
didn't change.
Wait. Do I like feel something when I grab it or something?
Well, besides the fact that you're not feeling, it's not a matter of what you're feeling. It's a matter of what you're not feeling. You're not feeling dark power radiating from it.
Yeah,
so the dark power.
Alright, so. Yep. All right. Where at? Hold this.
So,
We're gonna sell it in a second.
It's like, and then he's kind of like, "Why me hold it? Why you no roll it? You roll it before."
Because you're the big guy, and if we can't sell it, then
And
you
he
can
just
have it.
sighs like, "Ugh, lazy man."
I turn to one of the shamans and say,
No,
I'll
it's
try to
like,
make
or
sure you
lazy
get paid for
whatever
this."
you are.
Lazy what?
What he doesn't know what you are, so it's like lazy whatever you are. He called you lazy man, but then he said now he called you lazy whatever you are.
I just
So
kind of.
Annabelle's doing what again?
I turn to one of the shamans and say, I'll try to make sure you get paid for this.
It's like, we don't ask for pay. It's just a matter of keeping our people alive and our traditions strong. No, and that's and where so and he kind of does He does a nod. It's like that, and we're already compensated, so we don't need more compensation.
Who compensated you?
It's like, why the chieftain? I mean, we are his shamans. We guide the tribe. Great
Oh,
responsibility.
that makes sense.
Oh.
Well, thank you for your help. I may
So,
need
and then
any
Paige
aids
is
soon.
like they immediately, like all heads of the shamans turn and they start parting. They're not, so they're parting and they're like everybody's making it, like basically Paige making a beeline straight for you.
Ooh, which one of us? Oh.
So, and you can tell like her power is flowing out of her, like so there's flames being produced while she steps towards you.
Yes?
So her eyes are glowing a red color,
Rock my head to
and
the
it's like
side.
it's like nice to see you again, but I have some bad news.
The usual then.
Okay. It's like, well, we hope it's the usual, but I have a feeling you've never heard this news before. So I've been
Okay.
looking at the necromantic symbols. This is very, very high degree of magic. Not something even I understand. It's like I did everything in my power to try and discover it, but its secrets are still locked to me.
Perfect.
It's like the only thing I could really understand was that whoever's using this magic is very powerful, beyond even the draconic.
Huh.
It must be pretty
So it's
old
like,
then.
I have a few theories. I don't know if I want to bore you with the theories though. So is she gonna? So it's like I'll give you them if you want.
I would love to hear your theories.
Okay, so,
Might be worth the listen.
and she does like, well, I've been brushing over some tomes. There's only a few creatures that could really produce this level of magic. At least this level of dark magic. It's like, and she produces the book of her notes that she's written down, and she starts leafing through them. And it's like, one of the sources I've identified is the Great Black Dragon. But he's supposed to be dead now. But I mean, when has that ever stopped black dragons? So
Quite a few times.
it's the greatest of the black dragons, the one who they said who brought an end to the dragon regime. So
Then
it's
what?
like in here they call him the Great Betrayer. He is the one that betrayed the dragons to their enemies, to be cut down in droves.
And your second theory?
It's like there is one among the undead that is lord over them, some sort of king.
Huh.
We haven't really identified it, but we think he's in the ruins to the east, or some vassal of his. It's like,
Actually,
but
haven't we
he
heard
is
the
like,
name
so that this is a
King
foe
before?
not to be contended with. This foe commands legions of the undead.
We've heard the name the king before, haven't we? Where at?
Have
Do you
you?
remember that time?
So it's like
Back the
he
bandits.
does a grim nod. It's like, yes, king of bones, king of skulls, some undead lord person. And he shrugs. It's like I don't know. It's what I hear.
Yes, we interrogated a bandit a while ago. He spoke of the king.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where I interrogated that one bandit that one time, remember?
Yeah, the king. Yeah. Then I had to force you guys back before he exploded.
Pretty much. He turned to mush when we came back and he was like,
Yep.
poo. Yeah.
No, that was a
Yes,
different one.
there's only one thing they could be referring to, and that's the skeletal king. The strongest among the skeletons, the one who's kept the most personality, and probably the most ancient among them.
Does she have a third theory?
So it's like that. It's like that he controls such power means that this one has been around for a while. Normally skeleton kings rise and fall, but this one must have conquered even his competition and have left no one to take his place. So he has great power.
And I presume you have a third theory.
Like she does, but she doesn't quite believe it.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so it's like the only other theory she has is that it's coming from the bladed spires. And she just leafs through her notes. It's like, oh wait, and then she like she actually just made a mistake. It's like she flips back a couple. It's like, oh wait, that's the great black dragon. My mistake. So it's like, and she tries to defend herself. It's like, I haven't slept since I got that thing. It's been slowly creeping into my mind. I had to actually destroy it. It started spreading its dark magic, and I had to basically purge my entire. Then she turns around and she motions a hand and she opens like windows and doors, and you see that the entire chamber where she had it is burned out.
Oh shh. Okay,
It's like,
well,
I have to replace that chamber later.
all right. Well, you were saying before your third theory. Continue on. It's from
It's
where?
like, the heart of fury, deep underground. It's like the darkness within the earth awakened. See, what is it? So she's not really. She's trying to define what it is. I mean, she's trying to explain what it is. It's like,
So what? Like in
So
like
she
a
kind of
god?
shrugs, just like, the only thing I can really call it is a golem. But it's not really a golem. It's too smart to be a golem. It's really elemental fury.
Huh.
So it's like it's really just bits and pieces. We don't know its form. Just the stories say great beast of fire, size of a mountain, spews forth darkness, and brings destruction to the land.
The problem with legends is that usually they have some seed of truth.
And she just closes it and it's like, and I fear that all these theories are correct, but I do also fear that these are merely pawns. Something else is driving them.
There's always something else. Behind every chief.
It's like, and she gets kind of flustered. It's like, and that's kind of the problem with this, isn't it? It's just, no matter how many of these things we kill, there's just always going to be another one to come in.
Well,
Yeah.
what are we gonna do about it then?